Hey, Teddy K here for Best Buy Plugin, and in this video review we take a look at the Jabra Sport Elite, true wireless earbuds meant to stay in your ear and keep the music playing without falling out. Undoubtedly, the lack of a cord or a cable is something that anybody can appreciate. I mean, case in point, look at this, there's nothing. It's just two pieces that go into the ear and that's it. So the Sport Elite are part of a growing category that is within wireless headphones. So wireless headphones come in different shapes and sizes. This is what I would call a true wireless earbud because there literally is no cable. So the advantage of that, of course, is that you have serious portability. You have nothing that gets tangled up, and you have something that's very lightweight as well. There's nothing hanging. There's nothing holding you back really in any way. Now, Jabra figures that they would go further than that by adding activity tracking and a heart rate monitor in here. So there's an optical heart rate sensor that is in here, and with that, there's activity tracking as well. Now, this falls in line with Jabra's Sport app, which is free for iOS and Android. There are other third-party apps that this can tap into as well. Strava, Runkeeper, Runtastic are three that come to mind. Naturally, though, the music is the biggest part of this. So how do they sound? Now, first, before I get to that, I should note that the Sport Elite come with 3 sets of ear gels, 3 sets of Comfly foam tips, 3 sets of ear wings. The idea being that you got to find some kind of a combination there that fits your ear and ideally isolates noise out, keeps the music in. Now, that sounds simple, but it's not. It's actually not that simple to find the combination. There's going to be a lot of trial and error, I think, with this. I certainly experienced that. I found a good fit with the medium-sized ear wing and the largest Comfly foam tip or ear gel. But to seal it even more, I actually used an even larger earbud or foam tip from a different vendor and attached that. And I found I got an excellent seal. A lot of that bass didn't escape because of that, and so the music just sounded better. It just sounded more balanced because of that. Now, that might not be a solution in your case. You might find, everybody's ear is different, so my case is entirely subjective. I recognize that. But in terms of music quality, now how does the audio sound? As good as you're going to get, really, I think, with a pair of true wireless earbuds. So these are not audiophile. This is not an audiophile product. If you are a serious stickler for sound, and you want to hear all the instruments, this is not made for that. This is made for obviously being active, being hands-free, and so on. And it does a good job. I mean, once you have that proper seal, I think that it just changes how the music sounds. So I think that is the one challenge, I think, as far as what kind of fit you have. They do protrude a little bit because of the bulk. Now, part of the reason for that also is because of the sensory technology that's in there, and there's also the battery. The battery lasts about, well, Jabra says up to 4 hours. I think 3 is probably more reasonable. You're going to raise the volume, I'm sure of it, and raising the volume really is what determines how much longer the battery goes. I can't forget to mention that they're pretty robust. These things are waterproof. I mean, that's kind of unusual for this category. You don't really see that. So by being waterproof, that means that they can withstand a fair amount of punishment. There's also a 3-year warranty from Jabra for damage from sweat specifically. Okay, so if there's perspiration that gets in there, there's bacteria that grows, and then the components are basically shot, Jabra will have a warranty in place for that. You are required to register the product with Jabra in order to qualify for that, but it is there, and that is not something that's offered by every vendor, so it is very cool that they are doing that. And that is the Jabra Sport Elite. For Best Buy Plugin, I'm Teddy K. Thanks for watching.